Welcome back, Star Gamers. This is StarGamer.Space, the #1 sci-fi channel in the known galaxy. Today we're talking about the Death Star DLC. It's finally available. It came out yesterday. I've waited for this since I purchased the Season Pass, and now Star Wars Battlefront is a complete game. It's expensive with the Season Pass, but it's complete all the same. I broke all of my rules for this game. I'm generally against Season Passes, but this is Star Wars. I was also pissed that the devs couldn't make a game that was 1080p 60 frames per second. That's the standard, that's the baseline. Other games can manage it. Halo 5 does 1080p 60 FPS. Gears 4 is going to do the same. So when that DICE dev came out last year and said that Battlefront can't do those things because of the Xbox One, I nearly lost my shit. No, DICE devs were lazy, and that is why Battlefront fell short. If they don't like me saying so, maybe they shouldn't have been shooting their mouths off coming up with excuses. Another major failing of the game, regardless of your preference of platform, was the missing content from Battlefront. There was no single player. Star Wars fans love the Star Wars universe. Here they made a beautiful game and left us to fight the set-piece battles, just like that. You want context, they seem to imply? Well, you can watch the movie. Sorry, no, that doesn't cut it. They could have written a little side story about Princess Leia's Alderaanian light infantry unit that takes place during all these major battles and strings them together. Think of Saving Private Ryan. It would suck to just watch a movie about D-Day with no characters in it. That's the same sort of thing. Saving Private Ryan, okay, they were there in D-Day, and you actually cared because Tom Hanks and all those other characters were performing a mission in the middle of all that. And it's a shame they didn't do this for Battlefront. Especially since a whole book was written specifically for Battlefront, and I've reviewed it and linked it in the blog post. I've looked past all that anyway. It's Star Wars. Truth be told, the game indeed looks gorgeous, even without the extra 300p's. I don't notice the difference, especially when there's an ATST bearing down on it. The game looks like it came directly from the movie, with all the attention to detail and authentic sounds, just making it perfect. The Star Wars side of the game, the heart and soul of it, is impeccable. Battlefront plus the Season Pass approaches the full game, however. The Jakku DLC was a lot of fun. Jabba's Palace DLC was okay, but not worth the price of the Season Pass alone. The Cloud City DLC was much better. There is a Walker Assault mode that goes right through the city. Another mode had the Carbonite freezing chambers, which is very cool. And there was also a Fighter Squadron map in the clouds. I particularly enjoy the Fighter Squadron mode. The objectives in the previous game were a little simple. It's Slayer Deathmatch, where there's occasionally a transport that tries to run the gauntlet for either side. You can completely ignore these transports and still win the match. I found myself going for the transports just to keep it interesting. An endless, changeless dogfight match gets kind of boring. One gets the impression nobody at DICE ever played X-Wing or TIE Fighter back in the day. Well, that's changed thanks to the Death Star DLC. As of today, I'm no longer disappointed with my Season Pass. I came to blow up the Death Star. The timing of the DLC for the Death Star coincides nicely with the new Star Wars movie coming out on December 14th. Rogue One is the call sign, and the members of Rogue Squadron are a unit of Rebel starfighters. The movie is about the Death Star, in fact, and it's no accident that the new game mode in Battlefront involves the classic trench run from Episode 1. Finally, we have an objective game type that leads to the destruction of the Death Star. First, you need to cause a diversion to lure away the Imperial Star Destroyers. This is amazing fun, as you need to take out the Star Destroyer's shield generators and then the reactor core, just like the old X-Wing game. This is followed by storming the Death Star itself, on foot. Yeah, I know, but it's fun as hell. You're supposed to rescue R2-D2, and if you're the one who rescues R2-D2, you actually become R2-D2. It's fun as hell, and kind of funny. Once you get R2 safely out of the Death Star, the starfighters are back. You're back in a starfighter, a little bit disjointed, and you battle on the surface of the Death Star. 3 players are randomly picked to attempt a trench run and blow up the Death Star. I'm going to be doing this a lot. But wait, there's more. There's brand new maps, the Imperial Blockade, so that's the one with the Star Destroyers in the asteroid field. Defense Sector, so that's the one inside the Death Star. Power Sector, also inside the Death Star. Command Sector, also inside the Death Star. And then the Death Star surface, which is your trench run. Plus there's brand new heroes. You can play as Chewbacca or Bosk, who is a Trandoshan bounty hunter. There's brand new weapons, a new pistol that looks very powerful, and the TL-50 heavy repeater, which I'm gonna try and get as soon as possible. It shoots bullets from 3 barrels, and you can also supercharge it into a huge concussion blast. So that looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. There are new star cards, like a laser trip mine. Their description of it is, this powerful explosive quickly dispatches anyone careless enough to trip its projected laser trigger. It also has a built-in scrambler which jams the scanners of any enemy units nearby. So the jammer, that'll be useful. But I have questions. I want to see how this laser trip mine works. Can you see the laser? If so, then I don't think it's going to be useful. Like, who's going to walk right into it if you can see the laser? Although it might be useful for holding checkpoint. And the other star card is a medical droid. And what they say about it is, this stationary medical droid periodically provides healing and a boost to star card recharge rate for any nearby ally. So that's going to be super useful on those conquest type maps where you have to hold an area until you capture it. There's also going to be brand new vehicles. Darth Vader's TIE Advance. I've seen that a couple times, and Luke's Red 5 X-Wing are going to be playable. Plus new player skins, and this is really interesting. Some of the vehicle power-ups give you friendly AI. So when you score these power-ups, you'll spawn B-Wings, Y-Wings, TIE Bombers, or TIE Advance, depending on which team. So I'm really curious to see how the TIE Advance works out. I flew these playing TIE Fighter, and I remember them being purposely overpowered. The Rebels would never stand a chance if the Empire was able to mass produce them. Don't worry, I won't act like a know-it-all Trekkie. It's all just good fun. We know the Death Star was destroyed at Yavin 4, and that makes this entire DLC on the Death Star kind of non-canonical. Actually, it's fully non-canonical. It's not canon at all. And it doesn't matter. I want to fly around, blowing up Star Destroyers and Death Stars, because it's fun. Because it's what would have happened if I was there. If you don't have a season pass, it's time to get one. My gamer tag is FinAssassin on Xbox Live, so follow me. Let's blow this thing and go home. So lock in coordinates to stargamer.space. Don't forget to like or subscribe. Also dislike if you disagree with what I have to say. Leave me a comment if you strongly disagree or if you really disagree. And don't forget to hit the blog up, stargamer.space. See you next time, Stargamers.
Just a little farther.
Enemy fighter neutralized.
Keep your eyes open for those fighters.